It's been a busy summer here at Alexandria, and we're really excited to be getting our new 7.19.2 release out to you just in time for back to school. So if you're ready to take a look and see what new changes and improvements have been coming up recently, we're excited to show them to you. With the improvements to our circulation window, the first thing that you'll note is our enhancement to our patron details. By calling up a patron record into the patron portion of the Alexandria circulation window, you can click on their details button, and the thing that you'll want to notice is in the bottom left corner with Art Include Cover Art checkbox. This means that whether you're looking to print this paper out and hand to the individual right across the counter from you, or if you're looking to email this information to their parent or guardian, you can go ahead and get those cover art images included. Along with the email option, you'll also want to notice that we have added a note field. This means that you can add some custom terminology or information to that details notice so that your parents, guardians, or visitors would know exactly what the most pertinent part of that information is. Let them know if their overdues are needing to be returned or whatever the case may be. To go along with the patron details enhancement, we've also got new ways for you to interact with your item information. Namely, if you go into the Command Help section, you'll notice that under the Assign Keywords command, we've added a new option for series and volume information. This means that right here through your circulation window, by simply using that VE command, you can go ahead and get all of that information added onto your item records. Keep in mind that this information will be added into the applicable RDA or AARC2 fields as is required by the Library of Congress standards. If you have any questions about those, be sure to either contact our support team or go take a look at our cataloging training video on our YouTube channel. With the new improvements to the Alexandria Reservations module, you'll notice that putting things on reserve is even easier than before. With this new module, you'll simply need to call up a patron into your circulation window, place the client in reservation mode either from the mode pull-down or using the G command, that would be G and enter or return, and then you're going to be looking up the item either by barcode or title. Once you've got that information in place, your reservation window will roll down, where you can go in and specify exactly what you would like to reserve this item for. Number of copies, number of days. Please note that from the librarian module, you do have the ability to override any policy or preference restrictions using the checkbox at the bottom of the page. Once you've got all your criteria in place, you would then hit continue, where you can actually see the available reservation options on that item. You'll notice that the calendar and the list option are both interactive, so feel free to click on dates either in the calendar view or the list view, and once you've got the date range specified, simply click reserve. A successful reservation will be noted with a flagged message letting you know that that reservation is in place, and the librarian will be made aware of this with the notifications from the preferences section. In the event that your students or patrons are going to be placing these reservations themselves from the Researcher module, this process is even easier. By simply going into the search platform and performing your search, you can then select your item, click on the calendar option to go in and place your reservation. Don't forget to log in if required, and then you're simply going to have to fill out the exact same information: number of copies, number of dates for the reservation, and when they continue forward, they'll have the same interactive catalog. They have the ability to click on the dates or the listings just like you could in the Alexandria Librarian side of the program. And once they click on that reserve button, a successful reservation will be noted with a pop-up message. This means that your people have the ability to go in and make as many reservations as their policies and preferences are allowed to do. The only person that can override any preference or setting would be on the librarian side of the program. Along with the enhancements to our circulation and researcher parts of the program, with this go-around we've also made some great improvements to our report options as well, including new reports as well as enhanced and improved select by options. To get us started, the new reports that you're going to find within the system are found under the Copies section and the Circulation section. These reports include things like our variable spine labels and our total patron balance reports. The variable spine label reports can be found under Copies, and more specifically the Labels subcategory, and they are going to be labeled just Variable Spine Label. What these reports give you the ability to do is under the selection option, everything is going to be just as it was previously. The changes are found under the Options tab, where you can specify a number of rows and the initial font size of all of those rows. Please be aware that this is a one-time setting. However, after you've set up the number of rows and the font size, you do have the ability to go in and use the other data manipulation tools to go ahead and make the sizing smaller or larger, justification left, center, right, or even change the colors if necessary. Overall, the idea here is to give you even more options to get those labels looking exactly as you would like to, and we're going to be looking to introduce these variable options in other label reports going forward with future builds of Alexandria. The other new report, as we mentioned, is our Patron Total Balance report, which is found under the Circulation section and is just called the Patron Balance. This is a wonderful new report to make sure to get all of the fines, fees, basically anything having to do with monetary owes by a patron. It's just going to give you one output. So when you're looking to do that year-end roundup and get all of that fine and fee information over to your financial department, this is the report that you're going to be looking to run. Along with the new reports that we've added into Alexandria, we've also gone in and added some enhancements to existing reports as well. To get us started, the first thing that we want to point out is the big change to our patron reports. By going into the Patrons category on the left-hand side of your reports window, you can see a list of all available patron reports on the right. Every one of these reports has been improved with a new Select By feature for the policy options. This means that you don't have to go in and select any one specific policy. You actually have the ability to come in and select across a range of policies. This means if I need to get a report that shows me a list of all of the library cards for people except for anybody on my staff policy, I have the ability to do so. Again, this improvement is across the board with all patron reports, and this is going to be the first introduction of our new Boolean style logic reports. We are going to be rolling this out over the next few updates within various parts of Alexandria, so be sure to look for this in future improvement videos as well. Along with these enhancements to our patron report options, we've also gone in and added Select By options to our circulation-based reports for overdue notices and overdue information, as well as our patron payment history reports. All of these can be found in that circulation category, and in the case of our overdue reports, you're going to notice that they all have a Select By option to give that information based upon an overdue date, or date that the items were due on. This way you can specify exactly which items or which day you're going to be looking for those overdues to go ahead and get that information reported. In the case of our patron payment history, you'll want to pop under the Options tab, and in here you'll see the area where you can go in and specify the exact payment amount that was issued. So if a grouping of people were given the same exact charge, everybody got a 10-cent fine on a snow day at the school, you can go in there and forgive that specific amount or report on that specific amount. Overall, there are some great and wonderful improvements with this release of our Alexandria 7.19.2 build, and we're extremely excited to be rolling it out in time for back to school. As always, if you have any questions or concerns, please be sure to contact our support staff, and for any improvements or ideas, be sure to reach out to us through our Ideas channel. We look forward to giving you more updates with future builds of Alexandria, and we'll see you in the next one. Take care.